Donald Trump getting more desperate as California Governor Gavin Newsom continues to go on the offense, mocking, humiliating, and ridiculing Donald Trump. Just take a look at what California Governor Gavin Newsom posted this weekend. He's referred to Donald Trump's destruction of the Rose Garden, which Trump now calls the concrete area Club Rose Garden. Governor Newsom refers to it as Predator Patio. Welcome to Predator Patio. Admission, just prove you're on the Epstein list, California Governor Gavin Newsom says. Then in response to this interview that J.D. Vance gave over the weekend, where J.D. Vance says, "You can't mimic Donald Trump's style, Gavin Newsom. He is who he is." Governor Newsom responds, "Hey, couch boy, I'm not mimicking Dozy Don. I'm mocking him. Only someone with a law degree from Chuck E. Cheese could be as dumb as you. GCN," which is Governor Newsom's initials. Watch what J.D. Vance said, which is what Governor Newsom responded to. Play this clip.
And as we head towards 2028, some of the people that the Democrats have potentially floated, we got to laugh at it, Mr. Vice President, as, potential nominees for Democrats running for president. What do you think?
Well, I don't think much of the modern Democratic Party. Obviously, I'm biased, but I look at these guys. I think some of them are trying to actually mimic President Trump. You can't mimic his style. He just is who he is.
And in response to Donald Trump's post over the weekend of this meme that Donald Trump refers to as Chipocalypse Now, like Apocalypse Now, and Trump has an image of the United States military dropping napalm and Agent Orange all over Chicago, and Trump says, "I love the smell of deportations in the morning. Chicago about to find out why it's called the Department of War." Governor Newsom responds, "The President of the United States is deploying the military onto U.S. streets and using our troops like political pawns. Do not allow yourself to become numb to this." Then Governor Newsom actually posts this clip of Megyn Kelly, the far right-wing podcaster, and Newsom writes, "Trump's base is splintering. Even Megyn Kelly is saying you can't just send the National Guard into random cities. It's very clearly not constitutional." Here's what Megyn Kelly said. Play this clip.
"You can't just send them into random cities in support of just fighting crime. Like that, you really can't do without the invitation of a governor." So we're heading for an uncomfortable showdown with Governor Pritzker. We can't have Trump going in without the invitation of this governor. I'm sorry, but we can't have it. He does not have the constitutional permission to do it. It very clearly is not constitutionally permissible. He cannot do it. I really hope he doesn't do it because I don't want a world in which I'm siding with Governor Pritzker over President Trump. But I will if he does it because he can't do it legally.
Governor Newsom then shows this video from Trump campaigning in 2024, where Donald Trump said that he will reduce the prices of everything on day one. And Newsom says, "This aged well." Here, watch this.
"Grocery prices have skyrocketed. How can a family afford that? So when I win, I will immediately bring prices down."
And then Governor Newsom posts this video right here of Donald Trump after he got booed at the U.S. Open after instructing the U.S. Tennis Association not to broadcast him getting booed. Donald Trump was asked, well, what are you going to do because the price of beef continues to rise and other items keep going up? Is there any way to address this? And Donald Trump says, just wait until our policies kick in. It will go down. Just give it some time. Give it some time. You promised it would happen on day one. By the way, in another press conference that Donald Trump gave recently, he's now saying it won't get better until 2027, he says. He goes, the numbers aren't going to be good in 2026, maybe 2027. And why did he pick 2027? So he could probably blame the Democrats when and if, hopefully, they take control of Congress and say, oh, it was their fault. That's why it was all screwed up. I had the plan, and then they screwed it up, and the court screwed it up, and too late Jerome Powell screwed it up, and everybody other than me blame everybody, because that's what a con artist, two-bit fraud like Donald Trump is. Here, play this clip of Donald Trump saying, just wait until the policies kick in. I mean, we're almost a year into your freaking term. Here, play this clip.
Mr. President, the price of beef continues to rise and other items keep going up. Is there any way to address the cost of beef?
Yeah, once it kicks in, once our policies kick in, the price of beef will be going down, just like the price of eggs went down and the price of a lot of other grocery items went down. Beef will go down. It'll all go down. Energy has gone way down. The price of gasoline has gone really, I mean, I think you'll be hitting $2 very soon. And it was $4.50 a little while ago. So energy's gone way down. That brings everything else with it. But beef has gone, as you know, for other reasons. The price of beef has gone up a little bit. It'll be coming down.
Governor Newsom then posts the following Hunger Games meme, and it's showing Caroline Leavitt as the character in the Hunger Games, saying, "Introducing Predator Patio. May the odds be ever in your favor." Governor Newsom then responds to this video by Ashley Hinson, the MAGA Republican congresswoman from Iowa. And she's like, "Iowa's so much better than California. I would never want my state to look like California." To which Governor Newsom responds, okay, California is #1 in agriculture. We're #1 in manufacturing. We're #1 for Fortune 500 companies. We're #1 for small business startups. We're #1 for tourism spending. We have a lower homicide rate than Iowa. You may want to get a new talking point, Ashley. Here, play this clip of MAGA Republican extremist Ashley Hinson. Let's play it.
All 99 counties, and I think we have a great message to tell of working with President Trump to follow through on Iowans' priorities. I hear about those all the time as I'm out in my district, and those are my priorities. As a working mom, I have Max and Jax, they're 14 and 12, and I think about what's at stake for them, and they do want a safe country to live in the future. We've got to keep taxes low. We've got to have a safe country with a secure border. We need to stand up for rural agriculture in Iowa, and I think Iowa does things right. We have a common sense approach in Iowa, and I don't want to see Iowa look like California. I think we need to see the country look more like Iowa.
You know, and the thing is that California gives $80 billion to the federal government more than it takes. I mean, California is the 4th largest economy in the entire world if it were to be a country. Yet you have all these red states who are taker states. Their very survival requires California to be subsidizing their existence. They have a far higher crime rate. They have the worst education. They have the highest death rates. They have the worst health care. They have the worst state of living. Everything is horrible. And these are the people who are attacking California. It's just ridiculous. By the way, they attack Los Angeles County too. If Los Angeles County were a state, it would be the 4th largest giver state, donor state in the country as well. Anyway.
How much time, money, and energy have you spent on health, wellness, and beauty products to look and feel younger and healthier? If you're like me, probably too much. Now, I'm so excited to share with you guys C15 from Fatty 15, the first emerging essential fatty acid to be discovered in more than 90 years. Now, it's an incredible scientific breakthrough to support our long-term health and wellness, and you guessed it, healthy aging. Fatty 15 co-founder Dr. Stephanie Van Watson, she discovered the benefits of C15 while working with the U.S. Navy to continually improve the health and welfare of aging dolphins. Now, based on over 100 studies, we now know that C15 strengthens our cells and is a key to healthy aging nutrient, which helps to slow biological aging at the cellular level. Now, in fact, when our cells don't have enough C15, they become fragile and age faster. And when our cells age, our bodies age too. So Fatty 15 is a science-backed, award-winning, patent 100% pure C15 supplement. It's vegan-friendly, free of flavors, allergens, or preservatives. Fatty 15 has 3 times more cellular benefits than omega-3s or fish oil. I love Fatty 15. I've personally seen the benefits. Definitely check this stuff out. Best of all, Fatty 15 comes in a gorgeous reusable glass bamboo jar, and refills are shipped right to your door. Now, Fatty 15 is on a mission to optimize your C15 levels to help support your long-term health and wellness, now especially as you age. you can get an additional 15% off their 90-day subscription starter kit by going to fatty15.com/Meidas and using code Meidas at checkout.
Governor Newsom then posts this image of Donald Trump that's from the U.S. Homeland Security official account. And they say wartime president, referring to Donald Trump. And then Governor Newsom cites when Donald Trump says, "My proudest legacy will be that of a peacemaker," while you're posting memes about invading cities and states in the United States of America. Governor Newsom then responds to Donald Trump's speech that he was giving on the concrete area that used to be the Rose Garden, which he's now calling an exclusive club. And Governor Newsom then responds to Donald Trump talking about how we're going to send troops here, we're sending troops there, we're sending troops everywhere. And Governor Newsom says, well, here's a quick look into the future of what these troops will be up to: sleeping on the floor. Governor Newsom made this video. Those groceries Trump says he won on, egg prices are up, chicken prices are up, orange juice prices up, bacon prices are up, bread prices are up, coffee prices are up. Great work, Donald. Great work, Donald. Here, play this clip.
And I went on groceries. It's a very simple word, groceries. Like almost, who uses the word? I started using the word, the groceries. When you buy apples, when you buy bacon, when you buy eggs, they would double and triple the price over a short period of time. And I won an election based on that. We're going to bring those prices way down.
Also, one of the schemes Donald Trump was running to try to lower egg prices, even though, as you know, egg prices, yes, they've come down from like January, February, but they're still way higher than they were this time last year by significant amounts. You know that if you go shopping, all groceries are up. But the Trump regime was taking in eggs from Russia, who should be sanctioned. And Russia has an egg shortage. But one of the things that Donald Trump was doing was taking in eggs from Russia while refusing to defend Ukraine. I mean, how, again, weak, pathetic, you fill in the word. Then you have Trump's rapid response account saying grand opening, Rose Garden Club. Then Governor Newsom puts an image that says closing soon, 1/20/29. Governor Newsom then responds to MAGA Mike Johnson's post. MAGA Mike Johnson goes, the grand opening of the new Rose Garden Club at the White House last night was epic. Thanks, Donald Trump, for his hospitality and visionary leadership. Governor Newsom responds, after ripping health care from 17 million Americans and slashing food stamps for kids, we're glad Mike, Mary, Antoinette Johnson and his boyfriends had time to toast the grand opening at Predator Patio. And then Governor Newsom took that same image and wrote, our economy is in a downward spiral, but don't worry. The GOP are spending their time cheersing Diet Cokes at a new exclusive club. The U.S. Department of Labor posts this AI image of like a good-looking person, good-looking man. It says, unleash American energy dominance and power the golden age, apprenticeship.gov. And Governor Newsom goes, wow, a younger me, thank you. The Golden State continues to power the golden age, GCN. And then we know that the Trump regime is banning wind power and solar power and leaning fully into old, dirty coal because that's who they are. Meanwhile, we know that a lot of oil companies are cutting massive amounts of workers. And one of the things we see as well is OPEC is flooding the market with oil to bring down the prices in order to cripple the industry in the United States. And Trump's too stupid to see what is going on there. And by the way, Trump's claiming that gas prices are $1.99. They're not $1.99 at all. I mean, they're around what they were last year. In some cases, a little bit less. Otherwise, inflation is surging. So a slight decrease in some areas, basically the same, doesn't change the dynamic. I mean, truly, it would just be, I wish they would just be like live in the real world and live in existence in reality of what's actually taking place. You know, we're not getting $17 trillion and there's no trade deals with other countries. I mean, there's not a single trade deal. Show me any signed agreement. What are we talking about? Governor Newsom then mocks Rick Grinnell, who's been in charge of the Kennedy Center, which is just being absolutely crushed at this point, mismanaged. Governor Newsom goes, "Well done, Rick Grinnell. Please keep giving Trump advice on how to run things." Although most of the Kennedy Center's 2025-2026 dance program was contractually locked in before Trump took over leadership of the center in February, Washington audiences are voting with their feet to skip out. Ticket sales are so poor that the Stuttgart Ballet will be performing for an opera house between 4 and 19% full when the German company comes to Washington early next month. Body Traffic, the Los Angeles troupe booked for the smaller Eisenhower Theater October 29th and 30th, is at 12% capacity, and this would normally be completely full. I feel bad because those are people are hardworking, but nobody wants to be in the Kennedy Center right now. Governor Newsom also asked why J.D. Vance is sitting in a chair during the interview and why he's not sitting in a couch. KTLA reports that a study finds that Los Angeles is the second safest large city in the United States, and Governor Newsom says things you won't be seeing on Fox today. Then Governor Newsom posts this photo right here of himself with the California National Guard, and it says, look, the California Guard's specialized narcotics teams are back to full strength after service members were pulled off its critical assignment for Trump's unnecessary deployment to LA. These teams have helped seize 435 pounds of illicit fentanyl, worth $3.3 million in July since returning to the state's command. This is up from their efforts in June. Since California Governor Gavin Newsom launched these drug interdiction efforts in 2021, these teams have helped seize nearly 33,000 pounds of fentanyl and more than 50 million pills containing fentanyl, with a street value of more than $482 million. And look, I think that this is exactly what we need right now. We need strength. We need moral authority. We need pushback. And calling Donald Trump out like this and fighting fire with fire. And I'm glad to see Governor Newsom doing it the way that he is. You know, and then on the other hand, you have Donald Trump yesterday in response to a reporter asking him a very basic question. Are you going to war with Chicago, or when are you going to war? You're posting this meme, Chicopolis Now, the one I showed you. Donald Trump goes to this female reporter and he says, like, listen to me, darling. Be quiet, darling. When I'm speaking, darling, you understand me? You be quiet. You're second rate. I mean, she asked, you posted a meme of yourself talking about invading Chicago. Darling, who the hell are you? The hell are you? Piece of crap. He's a piece of crap. Anyway, here, play this clip of him so you can see it. Let's play it.
When you say that, darling, that's fake news.
Well, why would the Department of Defense?
Listen, be quiet. Listen. You don't listen. You never listen. That's why you're second rate. We're not going to war. We're going to clean up our cities. We're going to clean them up so they don't kill 5 people every weekend. That's not war. That's common sense.
There you have it, folks. Let me know what you think. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 6 million subscribers. Thanks for watching.
New Meidas merch. Head to store.meidastouch.com today and get yourself the best pro-democracy gear and show your support. That's store.meidastouch.com.